there's consistent places in my body that something will occur.
Right.
And I'm really not, like, I want to be able to tap into.
All right, how do you tap into the relationship between the mind and the body? When something occurs in the body, is there a way to consistently relate that to your thoughts or the things that are going on inside of you? Okay? Now, there are some general things that are very useful. She mentioned being able to sometimes notice that she, let's say, injures a part of her body and is able to trace the thought that was going on at that time and can see the relationship. Right? That's useful. But sometimes that doesn't happen, or you're not able to make the connection between the thought and the body. So what? How can you not so much heal it, but how can you find relationships? So there are some general things. These are not 100% because everybody's symbolism is slightly different, but these are general and very, very useful in self-healing and in helping others. One is what we can call the right and left split. All over the world, we seem to find a tendency in almost every culture to associate the left side of the body with the feminine force of nature. Okay? Not just women, but the whole feminine side of nature. And the right side with the male. And there's a strong tendency. Well, when you have an injury, the first thing that's useful to look at is which side of the body did it occur on, and whether is there anything else going on that side of the body too. Okay? Because if you have 2 or 3 things or more going on one side of the body, there might be a real pattern, a real attempt of communication on the part of your subconscious to let you know there's a pattern operating. So first of all, look for female relationships. Start with the actual females in your life. See if there's some resistance or problem going on with them. And this could be your mother, this could be somebody who's not even alive anymore. Those things are alive in our minds and our feelings, so we can still have conflict. And if it's on the right side, check first of all with any male relationships. If you can't come up with an association there, check with feminine type activities in your life. In other words, are you trying to go in a more, we often associate in America spirituality with feminine side. Trying to do some meditative disciplines and practice? Are you trying to be softer? Are you trying to be more accepting and forgiving? These are frequently symbolically associated with feminine characteristics. That might be a conflict. On the right side, and this doesn't matter whether you're a man or woman, does not matter whether you are right-handed or left-handed. Okay? But on the right side, you want to look after the direct male relationship, you want to look at male-like activities. Are you about to start a new job? Are you thinking about going independent? Are you planning to go outward and travel for some usually economic purpose, not spiritual purpose? There you might discover some male-type conflicts. So that's one thing. There's a horizontal splits, tendencies. Generally, any kind of thing that's going on with your hands and your arms and your shoulders and your neck up has to do with communication conflicts. Could be internal communication or it could be external communication. That means everything the more deep it is inside, the deeper the conflict and the deeper the communication problem. If it's skin rash, it's usually very evident who you're not getting along with in terms of communication. In the chest and upper back area, this is most often self-worth, self-esteem, rejection, kinds of difficulties, okay? Self-identity. In the abdomen and hip area, pelvic area, this is often personal power. In the legs and the feet, there are conflicts there. Often what you want to look at is usually, sometimes it's with your standing in life, but most often it has to do with moving forward in life, either actually or symbolically. And so they give you some general ideas to look at in terms of what's going on. Right?